Hey saxophones, we are ready to make our first sounds. So you've already learned your embouchure, everything is good to go. So let's first hear what a good sound is going to be. That's what you're aiming for. So let's review all of our steps. Step 1 is going to be hissing, and that gets your tongue up in an arch position. So make sure your tongue is up. Then I'm going to set the reed on my bottom lip. I'm not a grandma, okay? So my lip is not all the way in. I can still see in my mirror the red of the bottom lip, just a little bit, okay? Then step 3, I put my top teeth down. Then say ooh, and feel all the way around. I'm gonna switch hands so you can see a little bit better, okay? You see how my chin is flat and my corners are sealing around the mouthpiece. Just like that. Make sure your top teeth are on the mouthpiece. If your top teeth aren't on the mouthpiece, it'll cause issues in a minute. All right, so we're going to take a 2-count breath and breathe in and then play and try to play for 4 counts. Ready? 1, 2. Again. One more time. Now, if you're getting any sound that doesn't quite sound like mine, here's a couple of fixes. 1, make sure your air is really, really centered and you're using fast air. Not crazy air, but fast air. If you're using fast air that's very focused, then you're going to get a nice, calm, pretty sound. 2, you can see very easily on your mouthpiece, probably not on mine necessarily right now, that there is a point where the reed comes apart from the mouthpiece. There's like a break. And if I were to slide a little piece of paper in between the reed and the mouthpiece, it stops because that's where the break is. That's where my bottom lip goes, right there, okay? And my top teeth would go right on top, okay? You can actually see on my mouthpiece patch, there's like a little teeth mark there because I've been playing saxophone for a while. So that, it's time for a new mouthpiece patch for me. But, so there's that. Okay, now that's where your bottom lip goes. If you put any more mouthpiece in your mouth or any less, you're going to get a funny sound. So here's correct. Here's too much. Crazy, right? And here's too little. Funny, right? Okay, so you don't want either of those sounds. You want to make sure that your lip is right here where the reed comes apart from the mouthpiece, okay? And your top teeth go right on top. So jaw is even. Let's try it again. 1, 2, and... Again. One more time. Let's talk about some other fixes that might be having issues. Notice where my saxophone is coming out of my mouth. I'm turned sideways on purpose. If your saxophone comes down here, you're playing like a clarinet. You're not a clarinet player. You're a saxophone player. So this is incorrect. Listen to the difference. That's not good, right? Okay. Also, if you're super parallel or above parallel, makes weird sounds too. So you don't want to do that. Make sure you're really, really watching the angle. It should be at just below parallel to the ground. Okay, let's try it one more time. So fixing those things. The other thing that's always an issue with somebody, make sure your teeth are really firmly on the mouthpiece. If your teeth aren't firmly on the mouthpiece, it's not going to work. 1, 2, set, embouchure, all the 4 steps. 1, 2. One more time. Now, on your own, I want you to practice as many times. Make sure you're looking in a mirror. Make sure all of those things are correct and try to get the most beautiful, calm sound that sounds just like me.